Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. This wide receiver matchup features two big targets who are also teammates in the Windy City. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Alshon Jeffrey.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Lion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. They convert on. With a gain of 22.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In the red zone this time.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Dragon. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. There we go. Back man. Hey.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wentz. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out and out come the Eagles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, right, Roger.
Sunday. 120. Sunday.
Watch 82. Watch 82.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Is that yours? Who's that? Last stop.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Man left.
Four
Four down. Check.
Here we go. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go. Lady.
The play clock's running down. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ram. Here we go.
4 down, check. 4 down.
They run the counter now on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go. Hey, Lou. Tyson.
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Double tight.
Go. Lady. Sit.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Halfback sent in motion.
Slam. Switch.
Now Wentz on third down.
Motion. Check.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Lou.
Hey. 4 down. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Tight end left, tight end left!
Here we go, back man. Luigi!
Hey,
Hey,
we got
back
3
there,
down, 3
sit.
down.
For Tokyo!
Switch it, switch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's to the 10, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Blunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Watch the shift. Watch
Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Slow.
Ready.
319. 319. Watch the split.
Two jet.
On the run, Darkwa. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Double tight, double tight.
Ready. Two jet, two jet. Two jet, two jet. 319.
Check safety,
319. Slow, slow, slow.
Watch out,
Slow,
watch out,
slow,
watch out,
slow.
watch out.
Z, 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 Z. Slow, slow, slow.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run again now with Darkwa.
Watch the twist.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Double tight, double tight.
Under, 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 under. Ready. 319.
Check
319.
They'll run with Darkwa. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Slow, slow, slow.
Watch it.
Ready.
Right over there.
Flag.
Right over
Two
there.
jet, two jet.
58, right there.
Under, two jet, two jet.
They gonna need some therapy.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
Ready.
Let's
Flag 32. Flag 32.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Ha, ha.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a handoff looking right, and he's got room. Past the Cordero Patterson. Touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Two jet, two jet. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Two jet. Slow, slow. 319.
Watch the safety crease.
Slow.
Shift.
Under.
Check 13.
Now Darkwa.
Kill.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Run. Two jet. I'm going to hit you all
Two jet. Under.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Under. Slow. Slow. Watch the shift.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Two jet. Ready. Flag. Under. Ready. Z. Under.
Check.
Under.
Fresno.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Two jet.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Slow.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Ready. 319.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Sunday. I got you, son.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Dancing to his left.
Check 15.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go. Four down.
Now a play fake. Wentz gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It got his man complete. And he's gonna get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's gonna get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check, 93's the mic.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. A swing pass caught. Give him 30 yards there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in, and they're on the final play of the first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey, 4 down.
Ready. On first down, Smith. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on third down, Smith flushed out right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Two jet. Three down. Ready. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Two jet. Ready. 3-9. Under. Two jet.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Slow.
Jim.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Two jet. 3 down. Ready. Flag 32.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Check 26. Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Let's do this.
On third down, Smith. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And he puts it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it here with Blunt. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. And the Colts have now swung back in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Under crunch.
Ready. And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go. Get on your feet.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go.
On play action, it's Wentz. The open man is Smith. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To throw is Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense showing blitz. Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The Broncos have taken the lead late in that ball game, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. And even 60 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is knocked down from the side near the 34-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Slow. Check. Z.
Under 10.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Switch. Crash.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Run. We got 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And the Giants ready to come out now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Two jet. Ready. Flag 32.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
Ready. Flag 32. Two jet.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Slow.
Here's Smith on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And an alley to run. Jay Ajayi's going to go. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Go. Lady!
Even. 4 down. Even.
Sunday!
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ramp!
Watch twist.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Safe.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Watch tight end.
Kill.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Go. 120.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
You better be ready next time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3.
Now it's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. A win would be their first of the young season. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Smith now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long, it's Smith. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have now swung back in front in that game. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Double tight. Don't go.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. Second down following the incompletion. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
There we go. Back man.
4 down, 4 down. Check, go back.
Forward, Tokyo.
Back up.
Back to throw. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The Eagles on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.